Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody's popping back in and they'll find me. Restarted everything. Ah, this is insane. Insane. I don't know if it's working or not, guys. Uh, Let me know if it's working. I don't know if it's working or not, guys. I got two things going. Restarted it. Oh, crap. I don't need that. If what is working? It's working here. I don't. Is it? Oh my god! This is just crazy. This is crazy. Is everybody back? I don't know. Yeah, see this. I keep getting this glitch. I think Restream is going to be history because it just is really just ticking me off. So just let me know. I'm just still working through a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to have to do split screen so I can see what everybody's saying because the comments just crapped out on me. So let's see. Let's see. All right. Okay. Now, 7 of you have found me. Hold on, hold on. This really blows. I sent you a message. I'm back. Okay, everybody. Yeah. And Bill and I did, guys. I did catch some of the messages. Can you see us? Crypt Walker. Hello, hello, Crypt Walker. Is everybody back in? I hope so. They'll find me eventually. Spread the word. I restarted the stream because it just died. It just died on me. I wasn't getting any of the chat. It keeps reloading the chat. It won't work. Oh, geez, the the trials of doing live streams. And I'm checking. I've got split screen, so I'm looking at the show on YouTube to get everybody's messages because it's just not working on the stream. You gotta be kidding. And it's there, but okay, guys. Lots of issues with Restream and StreamYard lately. Yeah, it's oh my god, it's just awful. So hopefully everybody's popping back in, can find me. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, good morning. Luckily, I got a new notification. All right, rock on. Do you have more than one monitor? No, I have a huge monitor and I use a split screen. So now I'm looking at the chat in the YouTube world and then just the regular stream on the restream. And I'm not using the chat on the restream because I can't. It won't load. Coffee and chat is back. Yeah. So, well, I had to restart the stream. It wasn't working. Unbelievable. I will have to eventually, when I can afford it, get a second monitor, which will help. But let's see. All right. Yes, I got your message, Bill. If you're still there listening, making fun of me. And Helena, I'll check, get your. Okay. Can you see the chat on another tab or something? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Helena. Yeah. I'm catching up on the messages, guys. Okay. That works too. Yeah, the split screen works great, but yeah, I think eventually, when I hit the lottery, I could get another screen. Actually, I could. No, I don't think I can because Bill said I couldn't use what I had. I've got another. I have a TV, flat screen TV that I could have used as a second monitor, but I think he said I couldn't hook it up that way. If I'm right, I don't know. You got to remind me, Bill, because Bill's going to help me set up my system. Were you feeling under the weather, Joe? Oh my goodness. I hope you're so much better now. Everybody's catching something. Sorry couldn't make it today. I'm really sick. Yeah, I already told him that you've got the man flu, Bill. I'm just teasing. Hope you feel better. Some screens are pretty cheap, like $50. Helena, honey. Yes, that's cheap. But right now, I don't have 50 cents. Your girl Laura's going through a hard time. So I gotta use what I got, which what I have is great because you guys helped me get it. And everything that you guys donate goes right back into paying for the new stuff that I got because it's not totally paid off yet. So I do the best I can and really tight budget when you're living on disability and can't get an outside job because everybody thinks you're too busted up, which really stinks. I'm not dead, but I just have a lot of limitations and people don't like that. So they're like, sure, we'll call you back. Yeah, I know that I never get a call back. There she is. Sky's back in. Everybody's finding us again. Yeah, I can't afford $50 either. I have one monitor. Yeah, it's we all po people. That's all right. We have love, friendship. Oh, thanks, Pump. I don't even know if the superstar is gonna work. I'll try it. Let's see if it works. Keep your fingers crossed. Ooh, it did work. Nothing blew up. I'm not even going to bother checking the chat on the thing. It's not working. I'll just use this chat. Yeah, every little bit helps. Like I said, every little bit, everything that, I appreciate all of it. I really do. And it all goes back into paying to keep me running. I mean, if I didn't have this, then I would be just using a phone because I used to do that back in the day. When I did lives on Facebook, I would just use my phone. It's not as convenient is, because you've all seen like when Bill uses his phone in the garage, then he's got his iPad for the see chat so you can see it better. You have limitations on the phone. So it's nice when you have the bigger stuff to work with and to put on a better program. But I'm very adaptable, very flexible. I work with what I got and I go with it. Oh, thank you, Crypt Walker. Yeah, everything helps. The thumbs up, the comments, the likes, the shares, that's the crazy stuff we have to put up with when you're a creator on YouTube. You get all of these little bells and whistles you got to go through, and so yeah. How are you feeling this morning, Sir Bill? Do you still feel like the bottom of back seat of a taxi cab? They came from a movie somewhere. I forget. I'm sure Bill remembers which movie. It sucks being sick. It really does. I need to go to the pharmacy and the store now. Better mask up just in case. Take care, everyone. Oh, you have a great day, Helena. Hopefully, you find something that works. Let us know if the allergy medicine helps with that itchy feeling. I'd like to know because it's good stuff to know just in case we end up with that same problem. But yeah, put that mask on. Tell everybody to stay away from you. Walking plague, back away. Of course, you're not contagious now. It's past. Hides in the corner, blushing. Oh, oh this is real crappy. Oh, yeah. You blame it on the kids, Bill. That's what you do. They go to school, they collect all the nasty little school germs, and they bring them home. And then the parents have to suffer. I always tell my sister when her kids, they're going to school and this and that, oh, we're going to come over. I said, no, you keep your little raggedy old kids at home. They got stuff going on at school. I don't want none of it here. And I also have to be really careful because of my parents. They live downstairs from us, and I can't afford to have either one of them catch something. So if anybody's sick, I always say, nope, stay away. They're both going to be 81 the next couple of months, and it's last thing they need is COVID or some kind of garbage like that. Yeah, 3 million short views, no biggie. YouTube. Yeah, I know. That's insane. 3 million short views. And I wasn't even paying attention to doing shorts, but yeah, they do work. So I've been putting more of them out. I got a long way to go to get to 3 million. Broom distance or broom distance. Yeah, broom distance. That's right. Same. I take care of my folks. Mom is 83. Oh, God bless her. On Pomp's birthday. Oh, they share the same birthday. 83, which is wonderful. I'd love to live to be 100. My husband thinks I'm nuts. I just think that's incredible to make the 100 mark and be, totally, and control of all my faculties and, because the stuff you could share with people, well, we lived through this, we've seen that. Because I'm in awe when I meet up people that are over 100, and it's like they've seen the invention of the telephone and the flying and all that. It just really just blows your mind because we grew up with it. They were in an age when it was all just being created. So that's really cool. Now, see, future generations will be in awe when we would say, well, gee, I remember when we never had computers or cell phones or, transporters. stuff like that where they could be looking at us like, what? Because I die laughing. I don't know about you guys, but when you see the videos where the kids are, their parents give them one of the old phones, the landline phones, and the kids look at it like, well, how the hell does this thing work? Because I seen one the other day, a mother and a daughter, and she goes, well, how do you put on do not disturb? The mother took it off of the hook and set it down on the counter. She goes, there, do not disturb. I died laughing. I said, because I remember us doing that, taking the phone off the hook so nobody would call. Stepdate Ants was 3 weeks from 101. Oh, wonderful. She just passed. I mean, that's sorry that she passed, but wow. She would have been 102. I think that is just amazing. Yeah, rotary phone. It's hilarious. And then they try to use it. I'm dying laughing. Because they have no clue. Well, the majority of them have no clue. Her name was Audrey, and all the kids called her Aunt Aud. Aww. Oh, Miss Steph. Hello, Miss Steph. Well, that's okay because I had to restart the stream. The first part crapped out. So fun. No, I like the restream. I do. It's really easy to use. I'm liking all the little, gizmos and gadgets, but I keep getting a glitch every now and then. Something goes bananas on it. It's really annoying. And I would love to go back to StreamYard. I just can't afford it. I just cannot afford that. It's $50, and that's for just the low end package. I can't imagine people using it and they're paying like $500 a year. Whew, there's no way I could do that. I don't have Beardo money. Of course, I don't even know if he uses that. Let's see. Ooh, next Thursday. I'll see. I'd like to get. I know Cryptwalker. We're going to be doing that the premiere with Susan. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be in full garb, guys. Actually, I got to finish up my headpiece. I'm going to add to it, but that's going to be fun. Full costume, makeup and all, guys. So blanket hello to this great crew. Thank you, Steph. I was just telling the guys on the earlier stream there that the background picture Bill created for me, which I think is awesome. So I put it on merch, and I'm calling us the Morning Brew Crew. So we are all the Brew Crew, guys. And even though I get discounted stuff, when I order from my own store, I want to get a hoodie because it looks really great on the back of the hoodie. It's awesome. Oh yeah, it is going to be fun. I think it's great. I have my old hag costume. I wear it all the time. Yeah, I have that costume on every now and then too, Sage. As a matter of fact, the other day it come out, the old hag costume. Actually, Bill was doing up some AI witch pictures, and then he was basing them off of my photo that I have on my page. And he come up with one. It was like an old hag. I said, "Hey, who said you could put my picture out there?" I will try in a bit, Bill, but I'm working, and I also have my peppermint chocolate coffee in hand. Oh, is it good, Steph? Oh my God. See, now I'm going to have to save up the $18 and get myself, because I want that rum and banana coffee. Those coffee girls they're just great gals. And you said now it's so good. Oh, shit. Now I have to wait. I'll have to save up the pennies. It's next Thursday. Can't confuse no lady. Pinky, I love little Pinky doll. I made video, Pinky. So she can fly too. We help her up. This guy, you're so silly. Yeah, I was talking with Steph. Yeah, she showed me she got her coffee in the mail, and I love getting stuff in the mail. It could be just the weirdest thing, and it just makes my day, because mail was invented for bills. So when you get a treat in the mail, it's great. I like the old witch hazel from the Looney Tunes. That's my favorite too. Yeah, the old witch from that. Looney Tunes was the best, and the originals. And I know everybody gets their shorts in a knot over it. Come on, man! It was the times. It was the day. They were great cartoons. And they're so violent. No, they're not. Look at the stuff that the kids watch today. The video games. And they're complaining about Looney Tunes being violent. Give me a break. Peppermint coffee stuff. Get out of town. Yums. Yeah, that does. It does sound good. So that's great. Well, then it was worth the purchase, Steph. I got brake pads and rotors in the mail yesterday. I felt depressed. Only because now you got to put them in. But come on, Bill, you can't tell me that you don't. I don't know. You're a car guy. Don't you get excited over new parts, new shiny parts? Maybe I'm weird like that. I don't know. They're new and shiny. I don't want to use them and get them dirty. I'm, I am not afraid to admit I'm the worst witch fan. Oh, it's okay. Relax. Everyone is so uptight nowadays. Yes, they are. My husband and I were just talking about that. Like the old TV shows, Sanford and Son and All in the Family, the Jeffersons. I mean, those, you can't put those programs on today because everybody's just got, their shorts and a knot. Give me oh, I'm offended. Well, then turn the channel. How about that? Uh, that used to be how it worked. You just turn the channel. That's because it means work. Yeah, I know. Sorry, listening. Yes, it's delish. Oh, I'm glad, Steph. Glad. Yeah. No, yeah, I need new shiny parts too, Sage. Living in New York, mine are all rusted out, all rusty and creaky, and like when Bill's got rusty nuts. Well, that's yeah, that's that's what we got. Let's see. My car could use them too. Yeah, I don't know. It's just yeah, nice new shiny parts. Like when I was making jewelry and I would order things, and I'm like, oh, look at all this. Look at these, chain, or look at this, or look at my husband. Look at me like I'm weird. I go, no, this is awesome. And then I couldn't wait to put things together. And well, it's because they're English wishes, I guess. Well, no, there's a lot of English programs that we get to see here. Not all of them, but if you say the name, I'm not good with like certain phrases from certain movies, but if you say the name, I'd recognize. I got a funny little cat to go with the Pammy Boing Boings Baywatch. Red bathing suit full of brim, boring, boing. I got my craft section set up better for mass production. There you go. Sky's set and ready to roll. Tim Curry. Yeah, I love Tim Curry. Uh, I put a new alternator in my van, so I'm using our 69 Pontiac until I get the van, fix the van. Ah, I see that Dame Patricia Rutledge passed away. I used to love watch Keeping Up Appearances. Oh, when did she pass? See, we don't get it's rare when we get that news unless it's posted on. Uh, I guess a lot of that stuff posted on Facebook. Somebody will post it. Go Pinky name dropping a Pontiac. Well, not for nothing. It's great that you have a fallback vehicle. If ours breaks down, we have to fix it that day. Otherwise, we're screwed. Otherwise, the bike comes out. And my husband works in construction, so he's a contractor. So I could just see him, riding a bike with a ladder strapped to his back. That won't work. Excuse me. No need to be sorry, Sherry. It's about a school for witches. For witches. Ah. Everyone looks at me when I drive through town. That's all right. Show it off. Fantastical. Let's see if this is still working. No, it's not. Yeah, the chat's not loading. Restream. You know what you can do. Oh well, as long as I know that the stream's working. We have to adapt, assimilate. Bill, you the only one sick at home, or are you spreading the love? Was he at Annie? I have not seen that in donkey's years. And the remake ruined it for me. Remakes always stink, Pomp. They never do a good job at any remakes. Oh, of course, I can't say that either. There's been some good movies that they've remade, and they've done pretty good with them. But then there's some that are just total train wrecks. And then there's some movies they shouldn't even touch. Don't think that, you can remake a classic. And they try. That's because they can't come up with new ideas for new movies. I think it's one of the reasons why I don't go to the movies now, because the movies they put out stink. It's been years since I've actually said, oh, I really need to go see that movie. Just me who's sick. Ah, okay, don't be sharing that. Don't share the love. Well, remember how we were reminiscing about old TV shows and movies, Jackie Gleason, etc. All those shows, movies had a moral to the story. Nowadays, there's no new stories. I think it's just a morals issue. Yeah, well, the writers just aren't as good as they used to be. And I loved all the old TV shows because they were funny. And like I said, it's just the way things worked. Yes, we were all bragging up on how great you did, Bill. Great guitar work. Makes me want to play again. Too bad my fingers are like, I don't think so. Even though I could probably try it, but it wouldn't be happy. But it would still be fun to learn and do it again. I don't remember anything about playing guitar. It's been over 40 years. 40 years. I don't even want to say that. Start to put up decorations for Halloween. Gotta be going in lurking mode for a while. Okay, decorate away. I thought about putting stuff up, but I don't know. Probably not. I probably won't. I'll probably just put some pumpkins and a scarecrow on the porch. I have nobody that's here to help me and into it anymore. Even though if I started doing it, my father would get involved. It would be fun. Look at the stage show 6. Henry VIII didn't have an African or Asian bride. Oh. I don't remember all by name. They do that Viking movies too. With Viking movies too. Yeah. It's I know there was a little change. Yeah, that's they just changed things up so much. And that's fine, the change, but I mean, at least make it good. I decorate our porch with tumbleweeds. Hey, you use what you got, you know? Catch the tumbleweeds. I don't know. Are you allowed to touch them? I'm not even sure. Wasn't there a time where you weren't allowed to touch any of them? Some weird rule. I don't know, but I'd grab them and make stuff out of them. Just, hey, if you've got no decorations, you make your own. Carol Burnett, Tim Curry. I loved Carol Burnett. Then the wind came and they went away. Yeah, they went rolling along. The tumbling tumbleweeds. Well, it's bloody stupid. You can't change history to please the. Yeah, that's exactly right. But that's what they do. Hello, Friday. How are you? I'm looking forward to our show coming up soon. It's going to be an interesting show because I've got Friday coming on with Kenny Biddle, and I'm trying to get Steve from Nocturnal Radio. I want to really dip into the energy thing and also the sound thing according to paranormal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It should be a great conversation. And I am glad you are doing well, Friday. And I appreciate you coming in today and hanging out with us this morning. I already bloody done it, so I subtracted it a like, so I had to do it again. Well, seeing it's a new stream because the first one crashed out on me. So yeah, everybody's gonna hit the button again. Sorry, guys. Yes, it's always good to see Friday. It's always good to see everybody. It's Disney. Yeah, Disney. Yeah, they always bend to the popular. So it's, oh well, we have to do this because this is what's popular. This is what everybody's doing. And no worries. I had a few minutes. Rare in the mornings. Well, we're glad that you could come hang out with us. Now wrong with a busy girl. Say no. I don't know if I read that wrong or. Sky, it's Wednesday. Well, for Sky, isn't Sky a day ahead of us? So it's Thursday for Sky, I think. Hey, Busted made it back. All right. You missed it. We had a quick car chat here for a second. You missed it. I don't know, Busted. We were just like Bill said, we were talking about getting things in the mail. I love getting surprises in the mail. And Bill said all he got was rotors and brakes in the mail. He was depressed. Don't you feel excited when you get new parts in the mail? I would be. It's 1:20 a.m. I might get a long blink and before dawn. Oh my goodness, 1:20 a.m. Sky. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Yeah, see, she's in the future. Yeah, it's Thursday. They're in that time warp. Accessories, yes. Parts, not so much. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Sage. Oh, thank you. Here, we're gonna try it again. Thank you so much. A Friday, it's 9:24 where Friday is. Yeah, 10:24 here. I love parts in the mail every day. Wife, not so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, even when my husband was ordering stuff for like our truck, and we would get it in the mail, I was excited. Excuse me, it wasn't even for me. Oh, thank you, Sage, so much. Thank you so much. And it's wonderful. Joe got the gift. What was that sound, Laura? I don't me choking. I don't know what sound you're talking about. Let's give Sage another superstar. Work on sound for that. But now I'm afraid every time I turn around and add something, something goes wrong. I appreciate it so much, guys. Sky the time traveler. Yes, she is. She's going through time. Landed on Joe. I looked up. Oh, you looked up the lotto. Did we win? Yeah, that never works. It never wins. I can relate. Older I get, the broker I get. Yeah, I know. Doesn't it stink? And I know we've worked our whole lives, and you figured, okay, you got things going on, and something happens. Like we had, you had stuff put away for a rainy day, and then when COVID hit, that was the rainy day because that's where it burned up everybody's money. Or like when the stock market crashed a few years back, we all lost a bunch of money. And it takes you forever to build it back up. And then sometimes you just can't because you just keep getting kicked in the face. That's pretty much how I describe it. I feel bad with all going on health wise. I can't give like I should. Oh, Sherry, don't you worry about that. You're here. You're supporting the show. You're supporting me. You're supporting the group, the Brew crew. You're supporting us. That's just it's good enough. I get it. Laura, your mug is staring at me. It has a wicked grin. I think it's planning something. Yes. Yes, Sir Bill created that. That's great. That's why when I say I got to put that on a shirt, it's got to go on a coffee mug. That is so wicked looking. And then I was thinking, you know what? Now, it's the morning and it's the morning brew crew. So that's what I put on there with that mug. I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's just got that, that devious. Oh no, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, as long as you just come here and support me, and hit the like and all of that, the comments, and just to show YouTube that we're doing it and we're doing it well. Because I feel bad too when I can't, join a membership or give on a special occasion. It's just, I mean, if I've got it, I give it, but I've always been that way. If I've got it, I give it and I share the best to my ability. But these last, oh God, these last few months have been really, really rough. Dark coffee, yeah. Of course, I could switch it to that too. The dark coffee crew. My money was for. Oh yeah, the flood. I know you guys got hit hard. Yeah, it's bad when you get hit with those disasters or just like health issues, loss of job. My husband's a contractor, and if he doesn't have a full schedule, Then he goes weeks without work. And actually, that's what recently just happened. He's been out of work for a month. So the struggle's real, guys. I mean, thank God I'm not having to eat out of a dumpster, but I mean, you get tired of having ramen noodles, you know what I mean? Like we had a big treat. I made meatloaf. Woo! It is what it is. And we all just push forward. That's all we can do. And I'm always, an advocate for the positive. Tomorrow's another day. So it's a new beginning. We get a new beginning every time we wake up in the morning. So we do the best that we can. I'm rolling out all time to get lunch. I'm thinking Chinese. See you on the next one. There you go, busted. Yeah, Chinese. My favorite. Enjoy. Have a bite for us. Elbow the raccoons out of the way. I've been out of work since the ER stay. I'm doing odd jobs and about to start video editing gigs. I also wanted to work from home. Anyway. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're good at it, Friday. Take that talent and run with it. But we're glad that you're better and out of the hospital. So yeah, busted. Have a great time. Enjoy that Chinese. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Have an egg roll for us. Hello, Julie Jaya. Hello, sweet sweets. How are you? Welcome to the Morning Brew Crew. I hope you are well. It's supposed to be an awesome day here today, so I don't know if I'm going to take advantage of the outside or, get stuck doing more crap on the inside. You know how that works. And Miss Carla. Hello there, darling. I was just actually helping Carla out with ideas for her store that she's opening up with her sister. I told her, boy, you got my creative brain clicked on and ready to roll. I was pumping out all kinds of ideas. I said, you're lucky I don't live there near you. I said, I'd be in there taking over. I love creating a new space for something. Thank you, the positive vibes and wishing well. It helps me more than anyone knows. Oh, well, hey, man, you were down and there was some serious stuff you were going through. It's scary. And that's what we're here for, to help cheer everybody on and help it the best way we can. Even if we can't help out, money wise, just a quick note, hey, I'm checking in on you. Are you okay? That's worth $1 million right there. I'll feel better, Bill. Thanks for hanging. Oh, you have a wonderful day too, Miss Carla. I know Carla's going to work. She just pops in to say hello, hello. I'm excited about her trip coming up. I wish I was going. And there's no way I could even surprise and sneak up on you and show up there in Salem. But I'm just glad that we're going to be, you guys are going to be streaming. We're going to be streaming from Salem there. And not for nothing, Carla, I've seen videos of what's going on there right now. It is packed full of people. I can't post anybody in the USA anything but a letter now. Even if it's handmade gift, I have to pay $74 duty tax on the receiver. Spirit tax because I'm paying for it. It's separate from postage pay. That's insane. That is insane. Well, I had that same problem last year, sending stuff out to the UK. Wayne had ordered something out of my jewelry collection. He got it no problems. I sent a gift, and I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Alyssa or somebody. They won a prize, and I tried to send it to them, and they held it up in customs and wanted her to pay almost $200. I told them, I said, no, you tell them, and forgive my language, guys, but I told them, tell them to shove it up their ass. It was worth like $10, and they wanted you to pay all that money? No friggin' way. Thanks, Laura. I wish you could too. Yeah, I know. It would be great. That would be a really good surprise, but I can't swing it. I can't swing it. I can't swing it. I'm going to be there anyway with you guys, even if it's only via phone or whatever. Even you have a great morning too, Carla. Don't work too hard. Don't overwork it. It's midweek. Now we're starting to slide into a Friday. My fiffers are not fiffing well today. Yeah. That was me. Oh, that's right. It was okay. It was Julie. That's right. Yeah, $185. No friggin' way. You're right. It was Julie. I felt so bad. And then I was thinking, well, maybe if I send it to Wayne and then Wayne gets sent it to Julie. I was trying to figure it out. I just couldn't understand why he got it without a problem, and then they wanted her to pay all this money. I'm thinking, oh my God, no. And then it took about a month or so for they sent it back to me, which I'm surprised because usually when stuff like that gets held up in customs, you never see it again. So some way I'll make it up to you, Julie. I'm going to try. I don't know how, but because I just thought that was just, it sucked. She won the prize and she couldn't even get it. And this is after we both ended up spending money just to make sure she got it there. And because the prices to ship it was outrageous. I even said that to the post office, like, why does it cost so damn much? It's just regular mail. It goes all over the world. Why is it costing triple the amount as if I was sending it somewhere in the United States? Big deal. It's going on a plane. That's why I love it when people buy stuff through the merch shops. And it's directly through that company so that I don't have to worry about sending it out, being charged hundreds of dollars, where you guys just get it from the company itself. They send it directly to you, and it's a decent shipping cost, and not just outrageous amounts of money like you guys are, like we all paying. It's just stupid. Wrapping paper, box, envelope, etc. All is separate into tariff. Oh, geez, yeah. Oh, Julie, thank you. But yeah, I still feel bad about that to this day. And it's almost a year later. And I just like, I figured, you got screwed. I got screwed. I was like, what? I don't know. And complaining about it wouldn't have done nothing. Sky sent me packages. My packages went to New Zealand instead of England. You see that? And then they screw up. And then who knows? Did you ever get it, Spain's, or no? That happened once. They sent my father. My father got a refund check from something. Oh, I think it was through the post office because they screwed up on a money order or something. And it ended up going to Puerto Rico. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? How the hell they screwed up from sending something to New York to Puerto Rico? I have no clue. But that's where it ended up. It's strange how the post has changed so much over for the worst. Yeah, and then they wonder why people don't use it anymore. You're right, Wayne. It's because it's insane. I think the screw up that happened with Julie is because when they filled out the paperwork, they put on there how much the item is worth. And I put on there, well, $10. And I think they put on an extra couple of zeros by mistake. And I think that's why they tried to nail her for the custom costs. I think that's what happened. I'm not 100% sure, but it just don't make any sense to me why Wayne would get his with no problem, and then they totally screwed up Julie's stuff. I just don't get it. So they made it cover all duty tax to spare the recipient paying a fee to receive a freaking gift. Cost is Americans first. They actually said it's a new amounts announcement, by the way. Yeah, well, all of this stuff, tariff stuff, is really screwing people over. And apparently, I think we're supposed to, here in the United States, we're supposed to get some kind of refund check. So they say, per person and household because of the tariff stuff and all of that. Let's see if we get it. I think they're talking about, oh God, I think $1,000 to $2,000 per household. So for one, that's a red flag for me that they're full of shit, and they're just blowing smoke up our ass. And then the same thing with our governor here in New York. We're all supposed to be getting a cost of living increase refund, and it's a couple $100 per person in the household. And I'm still waiting for it to show up, so I wouldn't hold my breath. But they got no problem, raising the prices of groceries and everything else. But nobody's paycheck or disability or Social Security is going up. Or when it does go up, they take it for some kind of stupid, oh, well, the medical care has gone up. We have to take the money. Let's see. I was going to post Little Spange and Ruby tomorrow. And before Laura, it came on. It was about to warn. I was about to warn you. I'll send you a pic of Ruby's next BFF. And you're right, Friday. Yeah, it's all a political game. It all it is. Oh, hi, Golf Gal. Thank you for joining us. Yes, it is. Thanks to the tariffs, I can't order my guinea pigs meds from the UK anymore. Yeah, see that? See that? It's just shit. Yeah, the government will give you a cola. Do you want a diet cola? Yeah, I just, it's all just garbage. And they're saying, oh, well, things are improving. No, they're not. The last time that I was able to go to the grocery store, I bought just a few things, and it was one bag, and I shit you not, it cost me $90. And that was the last money that I had. And I'm thinking, and I didn't buy, well, I know I bought enough to, last a few days, but, it's just meager little things. And $90. I mean, it used to be my whole grocery bill for a week at one point. Hi, Purple Roni. How are you this morning? The government is currently deciding if I'm disabled. For me, it continues to receive SSI. Yeah, that's another thing. You got to struggle when you go through that. I've got a friend that was injured, and I told her, so, well, for one, don't talk to anybody but a lawyer. I said, because when you're applying for disability insurance, they give you the hardest time. And normally here in the States, if the first time you apply, you're denied, and then you go back again, and sometimes 3 times, and then you finally get it. And then they think that they're doing you a favor when they're giving you, a measly amount of money, and they think that it's going to pay for everything that you owe to everybody and make your household run. It's not enough. They pretty much want us to live on dog food and sit in a dark room and stare at the walls. Because, God forbid you have, television to watch or a phone or, those are, added conveniences, perks. And then when you do go for, the free type of things that you get through certain programs, you got to go through so many hoops and loops, and it just stinks. Elbow the raccoons out of the way when we crawl in the yeah, exactly, Sage. Isn't it sick? It's just sick that in this day and age that people have to go through this, and it's not just here in the States, it's all over. You know, I've had it for 9 years, and now they want to. Yeah, I've had to go through that too, Goth Gal. Every now and then, you gotta, show up and do the show so they know that you're still half dead and you deserve to get the money that you paid into. Hey, Justin, good morning. How are you? Well, it's afternoon for him. We're doing well. Hope you are. Excuse me. They ask us to eat bugs. I'm just wondering what their favorite bug. Oh, yeah, bug dishes. You're right on that. Friday. I know they say, oh, well, it's the groceries. Oh, it's not bad. Well, when you got to live on pasta and excuse me, I got dry throat, guys. Crap like that. Just to make it through. I know when my mother in law was still living, she would get help, because she got, Social Security, but she would get some help from the county and they would give her um, food stamps or food assistance, whatever you want to call it nowadays. And I forgot what she got, like $50. I think of $50. How could you buy a month's worth of food on $50? What are you gonna live, like I said, on cat food and cereal? I mean, come on. And not even cereal. Cereal's like $4 a box for a box of sugar. I just God help us. I am now work has finished for the day. Oh, good for you. Enjoy the rest of that day. Let's see, Freddie says, what was your most unexpected guest response to a question? Oh God, Friday. There's been so many shows, so many guests. I don't even know. I don't. Good question, though. I have to think about that one. I don't know. Unexpected response from a guest. I don't know. I mean, there's been some great responses. So I don't know. Oh, goody. Meeting number one. Oh, they're setting stage up. Put us on loudspeaker. We want to be in the meeting too. And actually, that's why I'm looking forward to the show that we got coming up Friday, because we're going to get some interesting questions, especially from Cree. She great questions. Uh, but the subject is something that nobody's really touched base on a lot. Here and there, we'd have a little bit of discussion about the. I don't want to give the subject away, guys, until the show comes up. But it really makes you think. You know, so no problems for her here. I'm on a strict keto diet, no starches, rice, pasta, sugar, breads, veggies, and proteins, and narrows it down. Yeah, but see, that's the thing that it's harder. Well, now that you're on that diet, and a lot of like meats and vegetables, it's expensive. It depends when you shop. I do have a speaker, but I have myself muted at work. Oh, no, unmute us. Now everybody start making strange noises. I'll do it. I don't care. When is the show on? Friday. Well, it's going to be Friday and Kenny Biddle, and I'm trying to get Steve from Nocturnal Frequency Radio to let you know it's going to be a show about energy, and that is going to be November 5th is when that show is going to come on. Um, it's just energy and sound. I'd like to throw those topics out there. It's stuff that we've only touched a little bit on, in all of the content creators, all just a little bit. And I actually discovered there was a question somebody asked in somebody else's live, and it was a great question. I thought to myself, oh shit, why don't we ever just why has anybody ever looked into this topic? And so that's what we're going to go with. It's got to do with energy. Off to work in 10 minutes. Hi, James. How are you? I hope. I know. Off to. I'm sorry. Do you want us to call in sick for you, James? I'll do it. I do that stuff for everybody. I'll do it. Be careful with the diet for long term is one thing, but my brother ended up with cancer and a stroke. Oh, no. Really, Goth? Oh, my God. Actually, I have an aunt who's been on it for a few years now. Oh, yikes. I wonder, I have to give her the heads up. She lost a lot of weight. She looks great. But when you're on that kind of thing, you have to stick. That's your life. It's a lifestyle change. So energy is a fun subject. And it's a deep rabbit hole. Yeah, it is a deep rabbit hole. And I think it's going to be a great discussion. And I want everybody, because I really don't dig deep into the electronic side or the energy side of it, like Friday does, and like Kenny does that research and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested to see what kind of questions we get and what kind of answers we can come up with, or maybe even discover ways, new ways to investigate and detect certain energies and sound. James says naughty 4-letter word at word. James said a naughty 4-letter word. Yes, that is a naughty word. I'm having a chat with a crow in the garden. Oh, all right. Crows are amazing birds. They're so smart. Everybody finds them to be a nuisance. I find them amazing. He is replying, you're right, Friday. Energy is a complex subject. I have to do it to get my blood sugar under control. I still wake up every day with a count of 3. Oh my goodness. Because the liver is dropped, everything's stored in it. Oh my goodness, Friday. So that was part of the problem that you had? And I'm not going to say what it was on here, but 300 to 400. So yeah, no sugary stuff for you. That's so scary when it's that high, because it causes other issues, serious ones. I need to cut out drinking soda. I don't drink a lot of it. I'll have 2 a day, but it's still too many, because it's not good for you. But some things just don't. Water just doesn't go with everything that you eat. And if you drink as much water as they wanted you to, your eyeballs will be floating, guys. I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, I enjoy a good glass of water, but when I'm eating, a pizza or something, I want a soda with it. I don't want, I had a few issues going on. Okay, so they found out everything, which is wonderful. We're just glad that you're back home and back to life, back to living. I'm making black coffee to wake up. There you go. Well, this is the time and the place to make the coffee. The morning of Brew. I call crows in with a crow call and feed them in my yard. I bring it. Oh, that's great, Steph. They're all the creatures are amazing, but crows are just so smart. It's like ravens. Ravens are awesome too. It's just a smart bird. I could drink water, tea, milk in moderation, and unsweet coffee as I am right now. Brave man, brave. If I could put sugar in it, forget it. I don't want it. Sorry when I had to close. I lost my chat. Oh, see, she's having chat problems too. What is this? So it's just not me. The chat in the stream still won't load. So I'm using the YouTube stream to see the chat. My little Ruby dog tells crows off sitting on our fence. They don't move. They just watch her. Myself, the fence. They're bigger than she is. Oh, my dog goes bananas. My dog's a lunatic, guys. She just she sees a bird. Thank God I keep her on a chain. Because if I didn't, she would leap over that fence and go after squirrels, everything. And we've got a 6-foot fence, but that ain't nothing for a German Shepherd. Thank God she doesn't realize that she could jump it, but I got to keep her tied up because she would be out of there after those birds. Birds are one step away from the spirit world. Oh, yes, they are. They're amazing creatures. And I love them. And we wake up to morning dove song in the summer. I love it. And then we've got all kinds of cardinals that are living in the trees around us and blue jays, and so we get a little bit of everything. And then I have a feeder out in the yard, which usually the squirrel empties, but they've got to eat too. But I always get like the little tiny chickadee ones, and I have a birdhouse in the yard on a post, and every year we get the little chickadee birds in there that make their little homes. It's so cute. Of course, I think they moved out, so I got to go out there and open it up and clean out the nests. I have squirrels that come up to my patio door if the feeder is empty for night. Yeah, we had one like that too, and it would look in the window like, "Hello, feeder's empty." Hello. And I used to put out a separate thing for the squirrels, but they would clean that out and then take over the. So now I have the feeder on a pole, which they have a real difficult time accessing it. But they try. They try like hell. It cracks me up. I think that's the most fun part is watching the squirrel try to try to get to the bird feeder. YouTube has some chat issues currently. I think they're adding AI to it. That's just a guess, but the AI is being crammed everywhere. People dropped out, getting muted, even banned for nothing. Oh, okay. So maybe that's the issues that I'm having this morning. I don't know. Like I said, the restream isn't bad, but if I keep having these technical difficulties, I might have to find something else. I have a blue jay that will knock on the window saying, "Can we?" Oh, that's great. That's great. I can see the little tab. Yo, hello, Sherry. Time for breakfast. My keyboard was just possessed by a demon. Oh no, Sky. It went straight for Justin. Oh no, Justin was the target. Run, Justin, run. Run and hide. Sky, you're so funny. Oh, just to let you guys all know that I am working on the November issue of the magazine. So if you have anything that you'd like to share with the community or anything and everything, send it out to me. Send it to the email and I'll put it in the new issue. Got to fill those pages. Got to fill them. Is Mr. Monkey gone? Okay, am I missing something? Who's Mr. Monkey? Oh, okay, Justin. Okay. Duh. I just got. Now you know it's still early. I just caught on to that one. I don't know if he was dropped or what. No, say it isn't so. You are definitely a performer, Sky. You should be on stage. She could have her own show. We need Spange and list. Yep, I will try to get you an article pretty quick. It'll be next week. That's okay. You got until the 25th of the month. That's when I collect everybody's goodies and put it all in, edit it for the pages. So I just would shout it out there. I already posted so you guys can cast your votes for the sexy man and sexy gal. So get your votes in for that. You do it well, Sky Talk. Yes, she does. And she has a good time doing it. That's the best part. What she was doing her dance. She was you see she was having a good old time doing that. That's so fun. Oh, oh, Bill. TMI Bill. I hope you brush your teeth. In other words, Justin is hiding. He's lurking. Could be driving. I think he didn't he just say he got done with work. Could be driving on his way home. Stay away from the cat, Scott. Oh my god. I vote Spain for sexy. Oh, she's not on the list this time. I know I had somebody else put on somebody else's name, and I'm like, well, they're not on the list this time. But there'll be more lists. I promise. Well, hopefully, Bill, you're staying away from everybody. You wearing a mask around the house so you're not sharing the love. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Who's on the list this time? Hey, Steph, you're on the list. Steph is on the list. Let's see. For the guys, you get a choice between Mr. Gray, Noah Faraday, Side Eye Guy, and Wayne Dawson. Woohoo, Wayne. And then for the girls, we've got Steph, our sexy Steph. We've got Lisa from APRF, Dana, and Candy. So those are the choices for this time around. So you guys got to go cast your votes. There was a big explosion down the road. I think someone's house. Are you kidding? I think someone's house exploded down there. It scared the shit out of me. Fire trucks are all there, and ambulance. Oh my god! Oh my god! I hope it wasn't nobody's house. Yikes! Talk about excitement. Well, like the last show I hear, we had an accident out in front of my house. Nothing like a quick way to say good morning. Oh my god! I can't believe I'm a nominee. The last place. I don't know, Wayne. I don't know. I haven't checked it this morning, so we don't know how far you are. I don't know. I vote Candy. And it only lets you put so many people on the list. So I just it's everybody one at a time, and everybody will get a chance. Seg is the only guy we know that looks better with a mask on. And he would agree with you. Friday. All I see is flames and fire truck. Oh wow! You'll have to keep us posted. Holy wow, that's scary. Bill said Wayne's got my vote. There you go. You got to go and vote though. Over in my posts section on my page, guys. Go in there. Both of the polls are up, and you cast your vote for your favorites. Last week they found a dead body at the bottom of our street. Oh, Wayne, what is going on in your neighborhood, man? Wayne has got some crazy stuff going on over there. Such a bad area at the moment. I think everybody in the UK is losing their marbles. Wayne, you guys got so much stuff going on there. I don't know. I'd be afraid to go outside. Hope no one was hurt in the explosion. Oh, exactly. Oh my, we had that happen here a while back. Unfortunately, the woman was in the house. She was sleeping, and her gas furnace exploded, and it blew her out through the roof. Oh my goodness! It was like something you only see on television. The poor thing. Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. Wayne, you didn't tell me that one. Let's see. A bungalow exploded near our house. My mom heard the boom and thought that it was me coming home. Apparently, I would slam the door when I come in. Oh yeah, I agree, man. Roger, yeah, that's a loud door. Usually you don't slam the door when you're coming in late, you're sneaking in. And if it wasn't through the door, it was through a window. I hear a lot of things happening everywhere. It makes me feel blessed to be where I am. I know it is. It is. I think the same thing Friday because you hear stuff going on. Like my husband and I were also having another discussion about the freedom of speech that we have here and what they're going through in the UK. I mean, you can't even speak out of turn, otherwise they're coming to get you. I told my husband, I said, boy, if we were in the UK and the stuff that he says online, they would have come and arrested my husband because he has no filter and he speaks his opinion and his mind and it's in all subjects. And I'm always waiting for the FBI to show up because he's always bitching about the government. So I'm thinking, yeah, someday you're going to get in trouble. But see, we have freedom of speech here. So you got a right to voice your opinion. A week before, some guy was trying to ram his car through somebody's door. Yeah, see, wow. It's such scary times, scary times. I know, Wayne, does it make you guys fear to even just go out to go for a walk or, go out to the store or even like you said to the pubs or don't you get are you guys concerned about just your personal safety with everything that's going on? Most of us were good at slamming doors when we were teenagers. Yeah, especially when we were upset. But if I was coming in late, I perfected, the art of sneaking in quietly. So I didn't get in trouble for being late. Wayne ABS, the one before that was awful. Roger, I was in my 20s. I will let you all know what it is once the local Facebook page gets informed. Yeah, that's wow. No anger management anymore. Yeah, well, you know what? We, all of our countries across, even all the world have got their issues. And you know what? And the people that we have in place that are supposed to be running the country for us make some really shitty decisions. And of course, we're the ones that pay for it. I drew out an advertisement for Crow of Judas Nipples assholes. Oh, God. Nipple sizing, personal friendly service provided by Crow. Yeah, that's funny, Sky. Oh, my God. Lordy Celestial Lanes. I know, really forget. Dead body. People slamming into houses. I don't know, Wayne. I might not stop by. Yeah, it does have an impact on us, but I was brought up in a rough neighborhood, so I'm kind of used to it. Ah, okay. Yeah, it would scare me. Now, who else feels we should be billing telemarketer companies for the time to waste on them? Yeah, I know, I know, I know. I had somebody calling me yesterday. It was for the drugstore that I'm affiliated with, and wanted me to do surveys. I go, listen, you call me in the middle of work. I can't be bothered with it right now. Oh, well, can we call back at 5? No, I told you I work in the evenings. Doesn't he call back at 6:30? And I blew off the phone call. I don't have time for that foolishness. I didn't ask for your survey, and I don't want to be bothered. And there's a lot of times where I'll pick up the phone and they go, "Oh, hi, this is so and so. Could you?" And I just hang up on them. I'm tired of being polite. I just hang up. Stop calling me, wasting my time. Biggest drama where I live is the farm tractors has broken down on the main road out of the village. Well, that's serious, Julie. A, a broken down tractor that could cause havoc everywhere. Have we heard how Crow is doing? I not a recent update. No, that is almost as Paranormal Party Pooper's last up to upload. I didn't get a chance to see that yet. They don't post very often. Who is the Party Pooper? Does anybody know? Crow loved it. Of course he did. Yeah, Crow is a goofball. Hopefully he's doing better. He's got a lot of medical issues too. And yelling at him to take better care of himself doesn't do any good. I'm not worried. Yeah, I'm not worried. It actually did cause. See, I told you, Julie, it causes havoc. That's serious business when the tractor breaks down. My neighborhood is a nice area. Nothing really exciting happens around. So big boom, 4 a.m. wakes everybody up. Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, we're pretty quiet around here too. So you get the car wreck out in front of the house every now and then, and that's about it. And of course, I told you guys about last year with the SWAT team. That was like the excitement for the year. And it was, I tell you, like it was something that was on TV. I was I was blown away. But see, this is what happens when you get somebody buys a house, you get new neighbors, you don't know who these people are. You don't know what they do in their house. So then, of course, then you start to worry. You know, like I said, when the SWAT team shows up, you're like, oh shit. Oh, Wayne, you're a man after my own heart. I like to keep scam callers on the phone and play dumb. They yeah, that's hilarious. Or when they call, or and you the way you answer the phone. Oh, if you answer like your funeral home, because I used to do stuff like that. I'd answer the phone like, Mike's morgue. You kill him, we chill him. How can I help you? They hang up right away. Or you answer the phone like you're a radio station. Hi, you're live on WZZZ. And then I had another one. It was Sally's Sex Shop, 50% off a lube. How can I help you? And then you get they hang up. It's really funny. I love doing that stuff. Or you pretend that you can't speak English. That's always the best. It's a must see. Yeah. I love messing with people on a phone. It's just really funny. Oh, they do it with you. They're going to waste your time. You might as well have fun with it, My street goes into a rural road, and then when the weather is bad, people like to hit power poles with their cars and make power cut. Oh yeah. Well, that's when you live out further out in the country. Yeah. I used to answer with fraud department. James here. Oh, that's good. That's good. Laura, you've got the voice for that too. Oh, thank you, because I would do that too. I love it. My neighborhood is nice. Sage Ranch, Dust Devils, and Tumbleweeds. Sage could look out as far as the eye could see. Had detectives at my door several times and patrol officers and lots of people in our yard with torches. Oh, the good old days. Oh, jeez. Oh, Joe. Oh, jeez. No, I flunked out. I grew up in a really nice neighborhood. We knew everybody on the street, all the kids, everything. Everybody always used to do everything for everybody. It was great. And then here where I am now, it is nice. Every now and then you'll get the weird thing happening, but it's usually people cutting through the village. It's not people that live here. But then, like I said last year, with the kid next door, who the hell knew he was doing what he was doing? And it's not a way to wake up when you hear somebody over one of those bull horns. Come out with your hands up. And I'm like, what? What the hell is this? We all jumped up. It was funny. My son, my husband were all running to the door to look off the porch to see what the hell's going on. And we got some still shots, but I should have had some video going because it was just like a movie. It was it was something else. Let's see. I kept an insurance scam on the phone for about 30 minutes, claiming I had been in a car accident. I gave a full list of false information before I told him I hadn't been in one. Oh, Wayne, that is classic. Boy, I bet he was pissed. Don't you love it? My trouble is when you get phone calls like that, they are, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be prejudiced or anything, but it's people from India. I can't understand these people. So they're just rambling all along out like, nope, not interested, and I hang up because I can't understand what they're saying anyway. They could be calling up and telling me that I won $1 million and I wouldn't understand a damn word. And I have great hearing, and I just, for some reason, that accent, my ears just don't process it. It's awful. Yeah, Pinky, and the people think USA is bad. Oh, we've all got our bad neighborhoods. We all do. There are some neighborhoods here I won't even drive through. Because I'm afraid to. You just never know who's got a bug up their ass and they start shooting. And it never used to be that way. And it's a terrible thing to say, but what happened was when they built the new prison up this way, people who got charged for really bad crimes in New York City, they were sent to the prison up this way. And so what happens is their families move into our areas, so it's closer for them to go visit their family member in prison. But they're a bad lot, and they bring all of their illegal ways into our neighborhoods, and this is what we're left with, shootings and robberies, and it's really terrible. If they would change the laws on PBX systems, 99% of these calls would end. Yeah, it would be nice. I know I have it set up on my phone. If I get a spam call or something like that, it automatically shuts it down, which is great because I'm not going to answer it anyway, but it just saves me the trouble. It just saves me the trouble. Because I don't have time for that stuff, and I don't want to be bothered. I'm not a phone person in the first place. But then there's times where I usually have a good time with it, like with Wayne. You just can't help yourself. You turn the tables on him, and I love it. Like there's that one guy that's online who turns the tables on the scam calls, and he can actually see them in their offices or whatever the hell you want to call it, and then he knows their names and everything, and he makes them shit themselves when he tells them what their real name is and what's really going on, and they're trying to figure out how the hell did he know this. I don't remember the guy's name, but I love that. Finally turning the tables on the scammers. I rang my mates one time claiming he had unpaid energy bill under his previous address. I could barely keep my character. Went to his house. He had all his bills all over the carpet. Oh my God, Wayne, that's funny. That's just wrong. Oh my God. See, Wayne and I have the same sense of humor because I would have done stuff like that too. Oh my God, that's hysterical. It was April Fool's Day. I know, oh my God. Was he like really mad at you when he found out the truth? Oh, that's just brilliant. I live at the end of a cul-de-sac, and one night I'm like, what was shining through the front window? It was a group of kids with a bonfire in the middle of the road. There you go. They turned the cul-de-sac into a fire pit. That's funny. Oh my God, Wayne, that's hysterical. Oh man, I love it. My son and we always pull pranks on my husband. He gets so mad. But he's such an easy target. You can't help it, you know? Some people are just a good target for that kind of stuff. Most common phone system for the largest business, long story short, they can look, uh, hello, take the knot out of my tongue. They can mask their own number and any number they choose that should be legal. I agree. Because yeah, if you block one number, then they're calling from another number, another area code, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, that should be illegal. Or he was on his hands and knees. Oh my God. Did he want to kick your ass, Wayne, or what? That's freaking hilarious. But I was clicked off the mic in horror. I ran away instead to hide the loo, pretend I was sick. Oh, jeez. Uh, there was a pothole there for a fire pit. Oh, was there a fire? Yeah, I know. What the heck? Got a space. Light it up. Oh, Wayne, it's just too funny. I'll do stuff like that to my sister too, but she gets me back. It's funny. Or scaring people. We used to do that all the time too. My father was classic for that. And my father was always so damn sneaky. He gets you every time. So now that he's older, I've turned the tables on him, and he don't think it's funny now. Like when we would walk down cellar, and my father, he's got a shop down cellar. All of his working tools and all that stuff. And we would be coming down the stairs, and all of a sudden, his hand would reach out from under the step and grab her ankle. Talk about shit yourself. And then he's laughing. I said, "Keep it up, old man." I said, payback's a bitch when you get old. I said, remember who's going to take care of you. A few months ago, I blocked 55 mobile numbers from all the same company. 5 calls every day, each with a different number. Oh, that I would be on. I would complain to somebody about that. That is just ridiculous. Actually, my husband got to the point because he gets all kinds of spam calls. He got to a point one time when he just answered it and he told him where to go. Didn't even give him a chance to respond. He just gave him the few F-bombs and said, and call again. It stopped for a while. Long stories stay long for me. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Are you ready for tonight, Chris? Are you ready? How are you this fine morning, Chris? I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your favorite beverage. Actually, I can see Chris doing a pretty good prank. He has a good sense of humor. All right, he's ready. It's going to be a good show. They're always good show. Well, thank you, Joe. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Here we go. Your superstar. Gotta get the superstar. We're talking sausages tonight, right? Sure. We'll talk about whatever you want to. Nothing like a good sausage. Actually, sausage and peppers on fresh Italian bread. Oh, God. And I don't have any of that in my house. So now you're going to make me want it, and I can't get it. I started getting scam texts again, people pretending to know me. One number I looked up, and they were an escort from New York. Woohoo, escort from New York. All right. Yeah, I get those too. I always get, oh, thanks for your purchase of your big screen TV. We'll be such and such. I'm like, what? I didn't purchase no damn television. So then you hurry up, you go check your PayPal and you contact them. And usually when I tell them that if I contact them, they want me to send them the email or the text because they have their own security team that investigates all that stuff and they go after those people. But an escort service, holy crap. And I could see Steph pulling off some good pranks. Steph's got a great sense of humor. Do you get in trouble, Steph, pulling pranks? Gotta love it. Got a tiny Facebook request from Chris. Should be concerned. Oh, Sky, we know. Yep. Yes, check out what fear really is. Go on Chris's show. Chris has a good time. Oh, we do some great pranks. Yeah. I knew there had to be. There's no way that Steph would not pull off some good pranks. And it's always very satisfying when you pull it off on the ones that are trying to scam you. It's just classic and I love it. And the thing is, they get so mad when you turn the tables on them. It's like, hello, you just called me up trying to rob me of some money, and then I just switched it on you, and you don't like it? Too bad. I remember hearing one online. The guy, of course, he was doing this on purpose. The people were trying, and it was a guy with an Indian accent trying to get money out of this guy to pay for something. And the other guy was saying, well, how do I do this? He got that guy so riled up. And the guy was dying laughing because the guy was pretending how he didn't understand how the process worked and all. It was great. Steph is a very naughty girl, and that's why we love her. That's right. Sky, I'm an enigma. Sky, you're alien, Sky. You come from another world. And you're down here just to show us humans how it's done. I miss our old neighborhood. We were all friends and we would walk the circle and someone would always hide in the bushes with a different mask or costume. Oh, that's great. Oh God. You ever watch those YouTube videos on cranking phone scammer? Yes. I love it. It's great. They deserve it. I mean, I get it. It's a job, but you're trying to screw people. And unfortunately, a lot of people fall for it. Actually peed their pants. I just don't remember laughing. Oh, it's funny. We did that stuff all the time. And the problem is, I'm not a person that I'm not a, I don't jump scare easily. So when people would try to do that stuff to me, my first reaction is to swing, and a lot of people got smacked in the face. Sorry for the left hook. That's just my reaction. Hey, graduate, how are you? Good morning. Thanks for coming to hanging out with the Brew Crew. That's what I've labeled us, guys. Brew Crew, Scammer Payback, Pleasant Green. It's a great channel. Yeah, there you go. I love it when they get it back. They deserve it. How many elderly have been screwed out of their money because they're fast talkers? And always worrying, like my parents and like my mother-in-law when she was alive. Don't. And my mother-in-law would check out everybody. She would call up the Better Business Bureau and say, okay, is this a legit company? What's this about? And this, which she had the smarts to do that. Yes, Spange, we are the Brew Crew. Last time I put a clown mask on to scare Donna, I got smacked in the she smacked him in the eye. Oh, jeez. Go, Donna. That's hilarious. I'm good for sneaking up behind people. I call myself a silent walker. And I've learned that from, growing up, hanging out in the woods. You got to learn how to walk. You got to be quiet. So I, sneak up behind my husband. He gets so mad. He'll be doing something in the kitchen and I'm right behind him and he turns around. He jumps out of his skin. And then I get bitched at. I hate it when you do that. I said, yeah, I know, but it's funny. You'd think he'd know better after 40 years, but I mean, I guess not. Because I get him every time. Or my son used to do the same thing. It was hilarious. Like I said, some people are just easy target. My husband's an easy target. I set him up all the time. I watched the video just yesterday of men jumping out of Jumping out on their women and the men got. Oh yes, yeah. Actually seen one like that the other day too. Was it the one where the woman was vacuuming and her husband snuck up behind her with a mask and she swung the vacuum cleaner around and broke the television because thank God he ducked. One almost got tased. Oh, yep, yep. Zapping away with my after I'm wondering angels can't wear pants. Sky robes and gowns. I wickedly jump scare, but I swing at people also. But I scream. I can't scream. That's what I could never scream. I'm always the target. Oh no, Steph. Yeah, I was never a screamer. I would always, yeah, just start swinging. I One time I was coming back from a break when I was working, and there was a back stairs that we would come up, and my boss and somebody else was ahead of me, and then they were lurking around the corner of the stairs waiting for me because when I come up around and they did try to jump scare me, and I just stood there and looked at them, and they like, oh, I go, yeah, that doesn't work with me. Sorry, I kind of bursted their bubble. I'm not one of them skittish, scary girls that scream every time somebody jumps out. I said, so I'm sorry I spoiled it for you. Posh curve TD2 it was. Yeah, yeah, and she nailed it and destroyed it. And then there was another one. She was taking stuff out of her minivan, and the husband snuck up behind her, and she swung around and she kicked him right where it hurts. He dropped like a, a bag of rocks. And I'm like, that's what you get. You never know what the reaction's going to be. I was never a screamer. My sister did all enough for all. My sister doesn't scream either. My sister's also, yeah, swings. It's a defensive mode we both have, and you just never know. Get out of the way, you're gonna get hit. I don't know. I just never could scream. I When nothing comes out, so I don't know. It just doesn't come out. That's why I have a love-hate relationship with cornfields and haunted houses. Oh yeah, I hear you on that one. Actually, I stopped going to like haunted cornfields and stuff like that because they jump out you, and I would. Oh God, I almost hit a couple of people one time. I said, "Yeah, this ain't a good place for me." My reaction to that is defensive. And I want to pop some guy between the eyes, and he's only there to entertain everybody. Okay, lurking. Got my reps here with new products and more drivers. I'm lurking. Oh, put the loudspeaker on so they can hear us, Steph. Put us in your pocket. We'll be talking from the pocket. Steph, let me out. It's hot in here, Steph. Sweating, Steph. You got dust bunnies in your pocket, Steph. Let me out. New products. Let us know if it's anything good. They would still work on my father. That gag, put somebody in the pocket because he's hard of hearing now. So I could have somebody on the phone talking in my pocket, and he'd be like, "Do you hear that? What is that?" Let me out. Oh, she won't let me out. Help me. Sorry, Steph. Don't punish me. Let me out of your pocket. Yeah, it's dark. It's dark in here. I'm afraid of the dark. Let me out. That's funny. I realized today that I may be immune to horror as I watch an ad for new films and felt nothing. Yeah, yeah. You've been desensitized. That's it. Yeah, whose hand is that? That's funny. You got me joking. That's funny. Hey, watch where you put that finger. Ow. Oh my God. And I just thought of something else, but I ain't gonna. No, no, I would say because Steph's got a good sense of humor. I'd be like, "Hey, what's that smell? Steph, did you fart? Get me out of here!" Oh God, that'd be really funny. Hey Tails, how's it going? Good morning. Usually I handle jump. Usually I handle jump scares with a wave and a smile. Hey there. Oh, so you're polite. Oh, Lori, was it? Uh, that's not my hand. Whoops. Oh God. Idea for new horror line. Late bills arriving in the mail you never knew you had. That is horror. I don't fart. My ass blows kisses to the universe. Uh, she poos. She girly poos. Toot. Could you imagine that? Like I said, when you got your meetings and stuff like that, you let this stuff out there. It's just amazing what people would think. Oh, hearts are love puffs. Yeah. Depends on where that love's coming from, Spange. Sometimes it's not very pleasant. It's just funny when everybody talks about like their pets doing that. My dog, I've had her now for 8 years, and I have never heard my dog fart ever. But she burps like a trucker. And she'll like get right up in your face and just let it rip. And I'm like, thanks. It was really classy, young lady. Oh, the depths, Laura. I love heart. Yeah. Oh my God. See, that's the great thing with you can have so much fun with cell phones. They get people all, riled up. It's really funny. A queef sounds like a fart. There is that one YouTuber that goes around and does that, has that the fart thing in his pocket, and he'll walk in front of people and let it rip, and the people behind him are like, "Oh no!" and they're trying to get away from. It sounds like a wet one. I die laughing every time I see that. It was so classic. Unicorns fart, glitter, and rainbows. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Well, then it must be that's what Pinky does, right? Glitter and rainbows. Oops, excuse me, I glittered. My bad. So if you glitter and rainbows, so at the end of the rainbow is there? That's where the pot of gold is. Oops, sorry, I just dropped the pot of gold. Oh my God, he's so funny. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I just died laughing at that. He doesn't, but yeah, it's busy. That's the funny part. Or when he's in stores, he'll get in front of somebody and then he'll bend over and let it go. And, and the looks on these people's faces. It is a riot. Today, see Pinky? There is farts and glitter or glitter and rainbows. So the next time, Pinky, when one comes out, when it's unexpected, you just go, oops, do like the Betty Boop look, put your fingers over your lips and go, oops, I glittered. I have to try that one. My husband will look at me like, you what? What the hell is that? Hello, Alicio. How are you this fine morning? And I just want to say it right here publicly. Thank you, Alicio, for my wrestling character. She's hot. When he farts in the tunnel, the echoes are funny. Yeah. I'll tell you how sick my husband is. When we were younger, we were in McDonald's. And of course, they used to have the plastic chairs and stuff. Well, him and a friend of his, we were all there having lunch, and they had to do it. They always wanted to know what it would sound like letting one rip on a hard plastic chair. I'm like, please don't do it. They did it. It echoed through the whole McDonald's, and everybody looked in our direction. I wanted to die. And here, my husband and his buddy are just sitting there laughing their asses off. I wanted to crawl under the table. Yeah, we're having a shitty conversation. Yeah, I know. These ladies are corrupting the minds with talk of leaves and birds and glitter. Yeah, people are glittering. So now you know if we're in a chat and we say something like, oops, I glittered, you know what we're talking about. I rainbowed and dropped a pot of gold. What is fart in Italian? Oh God. Well, that's a good question. So I just came from work and I will create some new people in these days. I love my character. She's a hottie. Hopefully she's a killer in the ring. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the first one. Petto. Italian is open to pronounced A. E is A. Petto. Are you learning Italian, Pinky? I was teaching myself Polish a while back to surprise my grandmother, and then she passed away, and then I stopped because it was a surprise for her, and I didn't continue. I actually got to the point where I could speak pretty fluent, and I could write and read it, and I was doing this all on my own. And then, yeah, when she passed, I stopped doing it. And now, forget it. I don't remember most of it. You don't use it, you lose it. When am I getting in the game? He's got a list, Chris. That's interesting. As the French had La Pomente. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And that was the guy who could fart at will. Oh, what a strange talent. Pull school. That is. You're gonna have to give me a minute because like I said, I don't remember the Polish, but it looks familiar. I got really well at it. I could kick myself, and I still have all my notebooks and stuff. I should take it up again. Then I could speak with my father in Polish, because all of my father's most of the siblings that do speak fluent Polish don't live here. They live in Arizona, and his brothers here don't speak Polish. So yeah, so when I was learning, I was conversing with my dad. It was fun. But it was, like I said, it was a surprise for my grandmother. Good morning, Miss Raven. How are you today? And it was a lot easier than I thought, to be honest. A hard one is Lebanese. Holy crap. That one's a hard one. I was learning German, Spanish, and Klingon. Klingon, awesome. I want to learn Klingon. I learned Spanish in high school. And again, I don't remember a lot of it because you don't use it every day. You don't remember. Uh, and the funny thing is, I took Spanish to get on take it, having to go to English because I didn't want to go to English. So well, let's take Spanish. And I have a friend who's fluent in Spanish, and you need to learn, which I should, because she translates for me. Shakespeare and Klingon is fun. Yeah, yeah, it is. I just think that's incredible that they made up a complete language just for a television series. It just, that just blows your mind. And that people actually learn it. It's hard for me because I am dyslexic symptoms. I have German. It's easier for some reason. Yeah, that would make it hard. I grew up going to a Polish school. We did speak Polish. I can understand most, but I can't remember a lot because the ones who spoke it all the time have passed. Some of my cousins. Yeah, see here. When my grandmother and my aunts and stuff would come visit, then they would all speak in Polish, and I always understood what they were saying. I just didn't know how to speak it back then. And of course, back in the day, it was like when my grandparents come here, oh no, we're in America, you speak English. The Lebanese side, they didn't speak it because if they wanted to say something in front of the kids and didn't want the kids to know what they were talking about, they would speak in Lebanese, which is really sad because I really would have liked to have grown up learning both languages. Throw it around. I used to know the whole Polish mass. We did it once a week in Polish. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I know a bit of Polish. Oh, I hope so. At least you'll see that you live there. It probably helps you get around, huh? Even though I'm sure they speak English too, but it's nice to be able to know the native language. So at least you know if something's going on. We knew when someone else was getting in trouble. You'll learn that really fast. Oh yeah, you do, Steph. Yeah, you do. But it was really fun because it didn't take as long as I thought it would. I was learning. It was a video streaming thing online where they would, show the item and then the word and then how the word was written. So that's how. And then I also had help with dictionary and stuff. And so I was actually like I was learning the language fluently and how to read and write it, which was a bonus. So that was really cool. But like I said, I just stopped after my grandmother passed, but I still have all that stuff. And I think if I just hopped back on it, and probably within a week or two, I would be back into being able to speak fluent. I mean, not total, complete, huge conversations, but enough to get me around. And see, we have that same thing here with the church that we're affiliated with, stuff as Lebanese church, and they do the early morning mass all in Arabic. And believe it or not, I love the way it sounds. I love to listen to it. Don't understand any of I mean, you know the motions and all that, but as far as what they were saying, nah, it is a hard language to learn. Plus, my family owned a Polish American restaurant, so I had to deal with customers too. Yeah, because the older folk would speak in Polish. Now, there's a store here that we go to get our Polish supplies, for Christmas dinner and all that. And that's what they speak, Polish. They're all from Poland, and they've been there for years. And so if I have to get anything, and I don't know what, and everything in the store is written in Polish. So if I don't recognize the packaging, and I have to bring my father, so my father can translate, they would come and speaking so fast, thinking I knew it well as my parents and family members. And I was like, slow down. Yeah. Too fast. Can't understand what you're saying. I would go to my great aunt's house, and she would only speak Polish. So my father, grandmother were speaking with her, but I understood what they were talking. I would catch every other word. So at least I knew what they were talking about, but maybe not the whole conversation. And I am a big advocate for, if people come to this country, and yes, you are in America. Yes, you need to learn the language. So it's a benefit for you. But don't give up your own language. Teach your kids their language. It's better to know more than one. I think people lose things when they give up you know, their native language. You're missing out. And see, it's awesome. Like we're, Alicio, he's got Italian, and then he's got, he's in Poland, so he gets Polish, and then you've got English. So when you can get 3 or 4 or more, I had a girlfriend that knew 4 languages. And her family come from Italy, and her parents only spoke Italian. So of course she would speak Italian at home, and then they migrated from Italy to Canada. So then they learned French, and then she had a couple other language, and then American, and so yeah, she bilingual. It was great. Her mother used to crack me up. We'd go to her house, and she'd carry around her dictionary, Italian English dictionary. How you say, she'd go. And then she'd look it up. And then my friend Maria would tell her in Italian and then in English. And then she would, she'd get it. And it was the house, no matter how much you ate or what time of day you had to eat. Oh, come on, Jamanja. No, we ate. Oh, no. And then she'd get upset if we'd say no. So, yeah, we'd have to sit there and eat. She had to feed us. So we tell you, anybody, you got no food, you're starving, go to their house, their mother will feed you. Staff meeting over. All right. Sage is free for a little while. I know curse. You know what? Isn't it funny that you learn the curse words first? Why is that we always learn the bad language first? But the rest of it, forget it. You can't ask where the bathroom is, but you can tell somebody to F off. uh, Raven's bilingual. Fantastic. That always cracked me up. Everybody goes, "Oh, I don't know that, but I know how to say this." Heading off to the docks. Great show, Lord. Oh, thanks for hanging with us, Julie. I appreciate it. Good luck at the doctors. Hope it's just a checkup and nothing serious. Have a great day. Hey, there's Miss Cree. How are you doing this morning? I remember my father coming home from a job interview when we first moved to New Mexico, and the man asked him if he was bilingual, and he said yes. I'm about to jump out myself. I have things to get done. Have a great. Thanks, Friday. Thank you very much for hanging with us. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the morning brew. I say bilingual because I keep forgetting words in both languages. Oh, well, everybody goes, oh, English ain't that hard. Well, it is hard for somebody that doesn't speak it. Just like any other language, it's hard if you don't speak it. So, and yeah, you do. You forget what word goes with what. It takes time. A man spoke to him in Spanish. My dad answered him in Italian. The guy said, that isn't Spanish. My dad said, you asked if I was. Oh, he didn't specify which language. Oh, that's a good one. English. My What the man didn't know, my father spoke English, Italian, Spanish, and German fluently. Oh, fantastic. Pop, I struggle with English. Pop, a lot of people do. Even though that's the only language we struggle with it because it's different. Like with you the UK English and our English. It's and I love it. And then I always ask questions. Well, what do you call this, or what do you call that, or like it crazy. Me up. Like we call it a sweater. You guys call it a jumper. Why is it called a jumper? Are you jumping in it? I don't. Why did it? Why was it called that? So that's these are questions like Cree would ask. Why? Why is it called this, or why is it? I've been lurking today, not feeling well. Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Hello, DNM. Good afternoon. How are you? Thanks for hopping in. I did. Yes, I did. I sent you another email, DNM. I don't know if you had gotten it. I'm pretty. Yeah, I sent it last night, I think. Steph, your Polish side is very skinny. Shenanigans, recycled socks, and Spain sensible sausages. Yeah. I know he's talking about sausages earlier. And now, yeah, that's what I'm wanting, and I don't have that in the house. UK English means proper English. Yes, the proper English. Not bad. Thank you. How about you? Oh, glad you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm finally awake. It takes a little while, but I get there. I'm excited to know what our story is today. As far as story, what do you mean, Cree? We're just talking about everything as usual. I wasn't allowed to continue to take French in school because Dad said I couldn't speak proper English and I wasn't good at it. Bummer. Oh, but French is beautiful. And I do love Italian too. I never thought of taking up Italian, but I love to hear people speak. So I love it when Alicio does it on the show. I'm like, oh, speak Italian. They could say anything like, you have smelly socks and it just sounds good. You know what I mean? Same thing with the French. They could be calling you the biggest ass hat on the planet and it sounds, oh, thank you. It just sounds wonderful. Now, German, on the other hand, very rough. It's just a rough language. Angry sounding. Oh, the story for today. Oh, yeah, I know. I didn't bring that up, did I? I probably should because we're going to get ready to shut it down. It's already 12 o'clock and we've been here for a hot minute. Do you guys want the story today? And I'll pull it up. See that I'm working on a split screen thing going on here. There it is. Let's bring that up. I'll have to put that over here. If you guys still want the story, I can read it. No English. Sky speaks no English. Too funny, too funny. I gotta find the one that I picked. Ah, that's the one I picked. Let's get it to come up. There it is. I do, but I can wait if it's easier for you. Ah, Cree wants the story. Yeah, I got it. I brought it up. And I can read the story. And then we could all go about our business for the day. Okay, today's story is called The Dream Collector. Hopefully, I don't screw it up. Let's see. So I'm on again later. I'm going to be doing an interview, so it's totally different, different thing. It's business on the night show. So, and it's going to be all about Chris. So I got the story ready, guys. If you're ready, here we go. It's called The Dream Collector. In the time, see, I already screwed it up. See, I screwed it up. No. In the quiet town of Ash Hollow, where the fog clung to the streets like a shroud in the night, uh, stretched longer than they should, people whispered about the dream collector. No one knew who or what it was, only that it came when the nightmares grew too heavy, too real. It was said to be a savior of sorts, a shadowy figure that slipped into your mind and plucked the terrors away, leaving you a dream with dreamless, peaceful sleep. Excuse me. But the whispers also carried a warning. The dream collector didn't work for free. There was always a price. Clara Henshaw hadn't slept properly in weeks. Her nightmares were relentless. Visions of crumbling house with endless corridors where something wet and unseen dragged itself behind her. Its breathing ragged and close. She'd wake up gasping, her sheets soaked with sweat, her hands clawing at the air. She tried everything: pills, therapy, even a priest. Nothing worked. The nightmares grew worse, more vivid, until she could smell the mildew of that rotting house and feel the cold slime of whatever pursued her brushing against her ankles. One night, desperate and delirious, Clara muttered into the darkness of her bedroom, "Please, someone take them away. I can't do this anymore." The air grew thick, and a faint smell of ash crept into the room. She thought she'd imagined it, but then she heard it, a low, resonant hum, like a voice stretched thin across the vast distance. "I can take them away," it said, "but you must give me something in return." Clara froze, her heart hammering. The voice wasn't in her ears, it was inside her skull, vibrating her bones. Who are you?" she stammered. "I am the dream collector," it replied. "I take what torments you, I keep it safe, but I need a price of you to hold its place. A memory, a feeling, something small at first." Clara didn't care about the cost. She just wanted the nightmares gone. "Take it," she whispered. "Take it, whatever you want." The room darkened as if the shadows themselves leaned closer. She felt a sharp tug, not physical, but deep inside, like a thread being pulled from her soul. Then silent. That night she slept without dreams, without terror, for the first time in months. It was blissful. But the next morning something was wrong. Clara couldn't remember her mother's voice. She knew her mother had died years ago, knew they had been close, but the sound of her laughter, her gentle scolding, it was gone. She tried to shrug it off. A small price, she told herself, worth it for peace. The nightmares stayed away for weeks, then they returned worse than before. The house in her dreams was closer now, its walls pulsing, like flesh, and the thing chasing her had a shape, long, spindly limbs, and a face that was almost human, but not quite. She begged the dream collector again, "Take it away, please." It came as before, its ashen scent and humming voice. "Another price," it said. "Something bigger this time." Clara agreed, and the tug came again, sharper, deeper. The nightmares vanished once more. This time, when she woke, she couldn't feel joy. She looked at the sunrise, at her favorite coffee mug, at the stray cat she fed every morning, and felt nothing. No warmth, no contentment, just a hollow space where those emotions used to live. She cried, but even the tears felt empty. The pattern repeated. The nights grew darker and more grotesque, a labyrinth of flesh and bone, a creature that whispered her name in a voice that wasn't its own. Each time the dream collector returned, its price escalated. First time, it took her sense of taste, then her ability to love, then her oldest childhood memory, leaving her unsure of who she'd even been. With every visit, Clara became less herself, a shell stumbling through a gray, muted world. One night, as the thing in her dreams pinned her to the wall of living meat and pressed its eyeless face against her, she screamed for the dream collector. It appeared, not just as a voice now, but as a figure, tall, cloaked in tattered black, its face obscured by a veil of shiftless shadows. Its hands were long and skeletal, clutching a burlap sack that withered as if alive. "This is the last time," it said, its voice a chorus of whispers. "I'll take it all, the nightmares, and what's left of you. You'll sleep forever, no dreams, no pain, nothing." Clara hesitated. She was barely a person anymore, just a husk of fear and exhaustion. But the alternative was worse. "Do it," she said. The tug was unbearable this time, a rendering that tore through her mind and soul. She saw flashes, her mother's face, her first kiss, the smell of rain, all spiraling into the sack that the dream collector's hands. Then darkness. When her neighbors found her the next day, Clara was still in bed, eyes open, staring at nothing. She wasn't dead. Not quite. Her chest rose and fell, but there was no life in her gaze. The doctors called it a coma. The town folks whispered otherwise. In Ash Hollow, the whispers grew louder. The dream collector was real. They said it was hungrier than ever. People started noticing their own nightmares shifting. Wet footsteps in their dreams, a house that shouldn't exist, a voice calling their names. The collector wasn't just taking nightmares anymore. It was planting them, spreading them like seeds, waiting for the next desperate soul to beg for its help. Because the truth was, the dream collector didn't just steal nightmares. It collected people, piece by piece, until there was nothing left to take. There you go, guys. The dream collector. Be careful what you wish for. I hope everybody enjoyed that one. And everybody that left, I'm glad that you guys could hang out with us and enjoy a little bit of morning fun. Enjoy your day, guys. I hope everybody had a great time. I always enjoy everybody hanging out with us. It's always a great time. Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? So yeah, don't ask anybody to take care of your dreams. Take care of your own stuff. So I hope everybody has a great time today. Enjoy it. Enjoy the little things. And don't forget, yes, tonight, Raw Side is going live at 7 o'clock, and we are featuring our guest, Fear the Living podcast. Chris will be joining us. Should be a good time. I hope everybody uh, pops in to hang out with us to see what we're going to talk about. Laura, I love you. Oh, thank you, graduate. I know I always sound like a frog, I think, but if you guys are digging it, I'm good. So, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Until tonight, everybody, have a great day. Be careful, be safe. Uh, and I'll see the morning brew crew on Friday. We'll be doing it all again. So until then, guys, have a great day.